Among all the physical challenges that I've taken on in my life, this one stands out. I arrived to the south rim of Grand Canyon National Park at 4:30 in the morning on the second day of the tour. On the first day, I departed Flagstaff, Arizona. I rode up into the San Francisco peaks before descending down into the desert. I rode 100 miles that day on single track and gravel roads to reach Tucson Village, a small village just south of Grand Canyon's south rim. The next morning, I rode about 8 miles through the forest under starlight, arriving, as I said, at the south rim at 4:30 in the morning on the second day. From here, I reassembled 60 pounds worth of gear, water, bicycle, all my equipment, into a format that I thought I could carry to the North Rim. By 6:15, I plunged down the South Kaibab Trail, 7 miles to the Colorado River. I crossed the bridge and arrived to Phantom Ranch, where I sat on the ground close to a water source. Not yet crushed, but soon I would be. I rested there for a moment, or several moments, filled my bottles, and then refit my pack and continued. I was warned as I departed Phantom Ranch that the box, a narrow passage up Phantom Creek heading north on the North Kaibab Trail, would be very warm, and that I should advisably hesitate and maybe leave at about 2:30. I decided to press on because my body hurt so much, though what I did not anticipate is how much more it eventually would. That arrived about a mile from Phantom Ranch, and from there to Cottonwood Campground. It was a very difficult struggle. When I arrived at Cottonwood, I got into the creek. I could barely walk at this point. I'd lost so much skin from my heels, and my body just ached all over. The Park Service kindly let me sleep there that night, even though I had to acquire a permit, basically on a scrap of paper kindly presented to me by the Park Service ranger. The next morning, I climbed out, and I truly believe my success was because of the kindness of strangers. I met so many as I climbed. Some of them gasped when they saw that I was carrying a bicycle. Eventually, by about 11:30, I knew I had it in the bag. I was so comforted. About then, I met another traveler, and he took a picture of me looking back, down, up, down, looking down from the canyon that I had climbed out of on a ledge of Coconino sandstone. From here, I closed the gap to the North Rim and continued. It took about 2 hours to resettle, to repack the bike, to reassemble the bike first. But eventually I rode on about 50 miles to Jacob Lake. That was the most epic challenge of my life, and my body would be physically destroyed for the next 3 or 4 days. Truly something that brought me to my edge.